How are you, my friends? I'm Carlos. This is Steven.
Hello.
Welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Today, the latest from Yves Saint Laurent called Y Eau de Parfum. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance.
So I feel like we've come full circle. We reviewed the original together from 2016,
We did, didn't we?
and we didn't overly love it.
Yeah.
We didn't hate it, but it was just kind of okay for us. But eventually it did grow on me. As you can see, I did use it somewhat, and I just picked up the Eau de Parfum version at Macy's. It sells for $115 for a 3.3 ounce bottle, which is the only size. But they were running a promotion that day. I got it for 15% off, I believe, and I got it for $97.75.
Okay, cool.
So a little bit better than $115 plus tax, etc., etc. This was composed by Dominique Ropillon. It's classified as an aromatic fougere, and the notes are bergamot, ginger, apple, sage, geranium, juniper berries, vetiver, cedar, tonka, amberwoods, and olibanum, which I don't get any of that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's spray it for you, although you smelled it already, but we gotta go through motions.
Let's do it.
There's a recipe for these videos, right?
Yeah, indeed there is. Okay. So this is a solid release. It really is. And I think this is a really great casual fragrance, especially if you're looking for something that you can wear to work. It has a freshness about it. You definitely pick up on the apple. You pick up on the citrus. It's very enveloping. There's that sweetness lingering underneath it all. It kind of provides this warmth to the fragrance. But it still retains its freshness somewhat. Now, what do you think about the smell in comparison to the original?
It's much fuller. It has more depth. It has more body. And definitely, I'm not going to say a complex, groundbreaking fragrance, no, but it has more body and substance than the original Eau de Toilette. I wore it to work already. I always test run at work. It's the best place because I work with so many people. And a couple of people said it smelled nice.
Okay.
I could smell myself. And it was projecting off my skin nicely, and it left a nice trail as I walked by. It's surely a no-brainer, easy grab fragrance. That's actually kind of good.
Yeah, I like the versatility about it, and I think that that's one thing that the original also had going for it as well. I like that in the original it has this sort of casual, easygoing, easy to wear, playful vibe about it. It definitely is the type of scent that would warrant compliments. A lot of people would be eager to compliment you, I'm sure.
I have a story.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get to it.
And so with this one, I think the richness is amplified. I do think that the formula was tinkered around with somewhat. And so it's not just that they took the same exact oil and then made it a bit more concentrated. No, it is a new composition in of its own. So definitely bear that in mind if you're out there shopping for it. But I do think that this one would be the improved version over the original.
Yeah.
And I think in most cases it is, yeah.
And especially in the performance category, it definitely is much more potent on skin than this one is. I was in my department at the end of the day. I usually close by myself, and I'm standing in my department. Walk in a lady with two gentlemen. She walks in and she says, "Wow, what smells so good? Is that cologne?" I said, "I don't know, maybe. Is it this?" She said, "Yeah, that's you. It smells really good." Random, never saw her before in my life, but yeah.
People on this side of the coast are quite daring, right?
For sure, for sure. I sprayed it on my shirt a little bit, and I think that's what gave it the added oomph and maybe gave it a little more potency coming off of my person.
Yeah. And I think this one would work well if you do apply several times throughout the day. So maybe once in the morning, once at lunchtime, and then if you have some errands to run in the evening, once before you leave the house for that as well. But I think that if you have one, you don't necessarily need the other. And if you don't have either one of them and you're looking for a scent that possesses this kind of a DNA the sort of Invictus Aqua, Giorgio Armani Absolute, Acqua di Gio Absolute, I think you should go for the Eau de Parfum before you go over the original.
I don't find it as sweet as what you just mentioned.
Oh, really?
I find it more in the Bleu de Chanel and Sauvage Eau de Parfum.
Okay.
And kind of in that, we call them like the shower gel type fragrances. Although this doesn't have the abrasiveness or as shower jelly as those other two, which is fine. I do like the other two, but this is less shower jelly and
Okay.
more fresh.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. And yeah, the only note in there that could possibly contribute to that sweetness is the note of tonka bean. And I think that a lot of scents that are being released on the market nowadays possess tonka bean as a note, whether you're looking at Versace Eros or this one, and so a lot of times they fall into that comparison.
Tonka just adds a creamy edge to a lot of these designer type
Indeed.
fragrances.
Indeed, for sure. So final verdict, what do you think of this one?
Not the best fragrance in the world, but definitely a big improvement upon the original Eau de Toilette.
Yeah, it's also one that I wouldn't wear for my personal pleasure. It's one that I would wear when I know I just want to put on something that's not going to offend people, something that's going to get me compliments. And truth be told, it's also a fragrance that I would recommend that other people go out there and pick up if they're looking for something that's, you know, a designer name, something that they can be happy owning, and also something that I know that they would probably feel comfortable wearing.
Cool beans. Thanks for joining me.
Of course, Carlos, anytime. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for watching. I'd love to share a ton of the can with one lucky subscriber. All you have to do is subscribe to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, subscribe to Redolessence,
Thank you for that.
like this video, then leave one comment down below with what you enjoyed most about this video today. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, click on the bell icon so you don't miss notifications on the reviews, new content giveaways, and all the fragrant fun always happening right here at BFL. Take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you at the next video.
Bye.